Takeaway number 2. Well done, Mr. Miller. Mr. Miller is now historic. Okay? Because he now has joined the 1,000 yards club at Jack State University. And let me show y'all just how impressive that is. Okay? Many of you may not have thought of this before. Okay. And I ain't gonna compare him to the likes of Walter Payton and Lewis Tillman and Dexter Wright. I ain't gonna compare him to those. You know, that was a different time. That's when running backs were kings. That's when you can still win an MVP as a running back in the NFL. You know what I'm talking about? I'm trying to bring it back. I'm trying to restore the feeling when people respected the running back. God damn it, I've argued before that the quintessential football player is the running back. They do everything on the offensive side of the ball that can be done. You feel me? They run that bitch. They catch that bitch. They block. Hell, if you take somebody like Sweetness, Walter Payton, he'll throw that motherfucker. Running backs. Okay? But all them boys, Walter, Lewis, Tillman, Dexter Wright, they played at a different time, okay? So I ain't even gonna compare Mr. Miller's numbers to them, okay? But let's compare them to the last two, the previous two 1,000-yard rushers, okay? Mr. Wilkerson. Y'all know I used to say, give Mr. Wilkerson the damn ball. That's why I started with right there, okay? He ran for 1,152 yards on 227 carries, okay? Mr. Mulligan, Irv Mulligan. Y'all, of course, know I said, give Mr. Mulligan the damn ball. Mr. Mulligan had 205 carries last year for 1,245 yards, okay? This year, Mr. Miller ain't got the ball as much as those young kings got that bit. Now, he damn sure ain't got it as much as the likes of somebody like Dexter Wright. Let me show y'all real quick what I'm talking about, why I'm not comparing him to those legends, okay, from back in yesteryear when the norm was for your ass to get a steady diet of a bell cow back running that bitch, okay? There's a reason why I ain't comparing him to them, okay? Take a look at this. Hold on. First of all, y'all see, look at that 1998, okay? 267 motherfucking rushes that Dexter Wright had in 1998 for 1,528 yards, okay, and 10 touchdowns. 99. Look at 99. 283 rushes. 283 rushes. You fucking kidding me? And that's just on this graphic, because they finna give it to him again right here on this play. They finna give it to him again, okay? And he ended the year with 1,644 yards, okay? But he had to talk that bitch that working the shit out of Mr. Wright, okay? So that's why I'm not comparing Mr. Miller's numbers to those guys back then, okay? It was a different time for the running back position. But shout out to Mr. Wright. They worked the shit out of that brother, okay? But let's bring it back, okay? Let's bring it back. So Mr. Miller has gone over 1,000 yards on only 152 carries so far this year. 152 carries, y'all. Okay? Now, I don't know how many totes he finna get in the SWAC title game or the Celebration Bowl, but I doubt his rushes gonna equal up to even Irv's rushes. Okay? We know Irv, I think, was banged up earlier in the season, okay? But 152. He ain't finna get no fucking 50 carries over the next 2 games. Okay? He not. Because we gonna hand that bitch to Mr. Davenport. We're gonna give it to Terrell a little bit. You know, quarterback on scramble a little bit, shit like that. Design run for the quarterback. All that kind of stuff. Okay? So this man is gonna go over 1,000 yards with fewer carries than pretty much everybody. Okay? I'm pretty sure fewer carries than Walton and Lewis, and I just showed you fewer carries than Dexter Wright. Okay, but I couldn't readily just find those stats on how many carries for Walton and Tillman like that. But given the era, I'm sure they were getting more than 200 carries in the season. Okay, so Mr. Miller is historic, y'all. Okay, so you got to appreciate what that young king has been able to do this year. Okay. I mean, he could have been complaining for more carries. I don't know if that happened or not. I'm not an insider or anything like that. You feel me? But seemed like those brothers been getting along, you know, in that running back room. You know what I'm talking about? So look at this graphic, for instance, from yesterday's game. He had 93 yards on 10 goddamn carries at this time. Come on, man. Come on, man. Young King is historic. Okay. And of course, shout out to them big boys up front that were opening that shit up. Okay. Whenever you got a running back rush for 1,000 yards, your ass is also historic. Yes, y'all. Yes, y'all. Okay. So shout out to Mr. Miller. Well done, sir. And I also want to say this. I noticed that when we were trying to run that goddamn clock out, I noticed, Mr. Miller, that you sure enough held on to that rock. See, last week against Bethune, they punched that bitch out. They punched that bitch out. And I know that wasn't up to the standard. I know that wasn't up to your motherfucking standard. Okay? As a historic JSU back. And them motherfuckers from Alcorn tried to do the same shit. They tried to do the same shit. You were holding that thing like it was your woman. That's how you gotta treat that football. You gotta treat it like it's your woman. You want to hold your woman tight. You know what I'm saying? Your woman then gave you some good pussy. Goddamn it, you want to lie down with her? Let me teach. I'm teaching this episode, fellas. Your woman give you some good pussy. She could have gave it to anybody. Okay, she could have gave it to anybody. It's one of the most valuable commodities on earth. You understand me? You got real estate, water, that pussy. It's right up there. Got to be top 3. Top 3. So if she got that good, she could have given it to anybody. Because most want it. But she gave it to you. Okay? And so when she give you some of that good, you gotta not roll over and just go to sleep. You gotta hold her tight. You know? Curl up with her afterwards and hold her tight. Thank her for that good. Okay? Hold her tight like Mr. Miller was holding that football when Alcorn was trying to punch that bitch out. Okay? Take it from your homeboy first. I've been married since 2008 to my middle school sweetheart. I know a thing or two. Okay? Hold her tight, high and tight, like Mr. Miller was at the end of the game. I know we fumbled the V formation thing, okay? But Mr. Miller did not fumble this week when we were trying to run out that clock. Remember that, okay? But shout out to Mr. Miller for joining the 1,000-yard club at Jackson State University. Well done, sir. That's takeaway number 2. Are you a fan of the illustrious Jackson State University? Well, you need to download Stop Hating on Thee by yours truly, First Letter. It's a song inspired by the coach, T.C. Taylor. Check it out right here.
We were winning swag back in 1961. Walter Payton, one of the very best to ever run. FCS attendance leaders, we been doing that. Don't care about you haters talking shit up in them chats. Everybody know we swacking, got the pedigree to prove it. Visited the vet, they say this shit was like a movie. Can't forget the goats, I'm talking about the boom. You might as well get ready when we walk into the room. Say I got a new rule, please listen to me. I ain't dissing your school, gon' be where you be. But if you go on social media, it's easy to see that there's a lot of motherfuckers be hating on B. Stop hating on B, stop hating on D, stop hating on D, stop hating on D. Say I got a new rule, stop hating on D. I ain't dissing your school, but stop hating on D.